I'd prefer if like that specific person and I like exchanged info and then like we're texting for a little bit and he's like, hey, can I call you? I like that.
You're
Okay.
not getting my number until we actually meet. You might not even know my name depending on the app.
Bruh, is it?
You can't be giving
know,
out
you
secrets.
know.
They're gonna find you,
You
sis.
know.
Don't tell anybody. Don't say it.
That's what I'm saying. If you know, you know. Like, we out here, we working. I'm just
No.
Working.
Man.
Working?
Back up.
So today we're going to be talking about Valentine, right? So my first question for, I guess I'll go for Taj, right? What's like one thing a guy should not say during a date for Valentine?
You know what? It depends on if this is well established or not. Because if it's a first date, wait, if it's Valentine's Day, then it's not a first date. Wait. Okay.
I mean, it could be.
know that.
Or who knows?
I mean, it could be.
I don't know.
Like,
But okay, let's go
Like,
with those
I mean-
originally. If it's a first date, do not say that your love language is physical touch. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what people are doing on Valentine's Day. If you're doing your first dates on Valentine's Day, just don't say that, okay?
Wait, but what if that was part of the conversation? Like you asked what his love languages were. Lie.
Don't say it.
Someone could be liars
Okay.
now.
Okay. That's a great start.
A great start
like,
to a relationship.
okay.
Lying. Okay.
So-
The thing is,
So men should lie.
That's a question though.
is because if
Yes,
I'm gonna
you
do it anyways.
say that again.
So
So they
the
gonna do it
question is
anyways.
like,
Pause.
But if you tell me on a first date that your love language is physical touch, I already know where this is going. I already know what it
Makes
is.
sense.
That's if he brings it up.
Right. That's a good point actually. So I should throw that in there.
but then what if you ask and that's his response?
That's what I'm saying. You don't really want him to lie.
But what if it's like the way he says it? Like, what if he says physical touch and then like says
it's
actually
like-
like physical touch?
Give me some
In your
hugs.
eyes.
Say anything else.
Touches.
Give me something.
Hugs.
Tell me, I just really like massages. I like giving massages. I like rubs on the back. I something. I don't know, man. But if you tell me if it's just physical touch,
Okay.
So he shouldn't
then they
say
give you that
physical
look?
I
touch
like
as
that
a
stare. I think that stare says more than just physical touch. You feel what I'm saying?
okay. So you're saying don't add the stare with it.
Yeah, just like it's physical touch. Yeah.
It looks like you got
That's
devious
it.
intentions if you're doing that.
Okay. Okay, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it.
I feel that.
Wait,
Listen, that was the
wait, so you
first thing
said
that came-
you don't want them. So first date, like, is there no physical touch? Like, is there no like kissing? Is there no hugging?
I want
I think what she's saying is that it's something that you shouldn't bring up unless she asks it. Does that make sense?
I mean, for sure.
I feel that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know.
So
For me,
then-
my first date, yeah, kissing, no.
Yeah,
holding
I'm not a
hands,
fan of it
no.
either.
Like, yeah, especially if I don't already know you. Even if I already like know you, like, it's a different space that we're entering into. So
I think
Relax.
we need to normalize men asking women after the date if they want to kiss.
just yes, please
That's
ask
how I
before you
feel
do
about it. I'm just
anything
like-
that's like.
Okay, but like I feel like yes,
Because-
consent, right?
I'm
But
scared
don't
of
you
what's
feel
fucking
like
after Quincy because
I mean,
you
some-
can't say
I mean,
yes,
some niggas
consent,
don't know.
but
no?
you-
Look,
Okay, go ahead.
don't you think that would like ruin the moment? Because like say that the moment is
Oh
like
my
the vibes are
goodness.
high.
It's so hot though.
Say that she's giving like all the non-verbal cues, then it's like, oh, can I kiss you? Now it's like, oh
It's
wow.
how you say it. It's how you say it.
No, I feel like
Guys.
Sexy.
what I don't like about the nonverbal cues is like, so like people can like misread that. I feel like just like literally like open your mouth and like just ask. 'Cause
They
you
need
can
the
think-
reason.
you can think like,
Then you'll
oh
know.
yeah, I don't know, she's twirling her hair, like it's giving flirty and she wants to kiss me.
It's giving
And she could
nervous.
be- and she could be twirling her hair because she feels anxious and she feels uncomfortable. So I feel like you need to like actually ask.
So okay, so what's
Unless
like
the girl initiates it. Like I feel like y'all be missing out on like great ass moments because y'all don't let women initiate sometimes.
All right.
So I feel like if you feel like okay, like the vibes are like going well or whatever, like
so, okay.
just like watch
Wait.
if like huh? Go ahead.
No, keep going, keep going, keep
Yeah,
going.
I was like, just like
Keep
watch if
cooking.
he like gets a little like touchy feely side, and also like I think those things should probably like beforehand maybe like figure out like what each other's
What
physical
that looks like,
boundaries
yeah.
are, you
Mm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
yeah, I don't
like,
know.
so like
Like,
you,
mhm.
so would you want us? So you wouldn't want us to initiate the actual kiss. So in what instance would you want us to initiate a kiss?
So like I can only speak for like myself,
Mm.
but like I feel like when I start to get like touchy feely and I'm like pulling on his arm or like that kind of like thing, then that's when it's like okay, like I already like I like have this
Come.
itch to like touch you. So yeah, you can touch me
Yeah.
back. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so
Makes
that's
sense.
But for you, does
That
that
makes sense.
automatically mean that there's gonna be a kiss?
wait.
Sorry?
Say it again.
Does that
Sir?
automatically mean that there's gonna be a kiss?
I think if like for me, like if I like kind of like tug on the guy's arm and then like kind of like zoom in, it shows that like I'm okay with like showing head and face.
Mm.
But then if you were to kiss me, I was already like mentally preparing for it and open to it.
Mm.
But I think if prior to that there is like throughout the date or whatever, there's been like like distance, like or like space still between like both of you, and it hasn't like been like touchy feel. Then I feel like jump into a kiss feels forward.
It's too much.
So
Yeah,
does
there
that
has to
mean
be a build up, right? Okay.
Yes.
So then I have another question for you guys, the ladies. So let's say it's a dude that you do not know. Maybe you guys match on a social like a platform. Would you rather him calling you or sliding in your DMs? How would you want the invitation to come through?
That's
is
a
he
good
for a date
question.
or
Yeah,
Call
for
is too much for me. I don't
where are
know.
we?
I don't know. Call.
Like, would you
It's
guys
just not me.
would you guys say that you guys have in mind like one that really sticks out to you?
Can y'all just text like literally like ask for the number and just send a text?
Yeah, like I don't know. That's my vibe actually. Yeah,
Or
calling is
just
just
like
seems too. If we're meeting on a
Personal?
dating app, you probably don't even have. Well, it depends on the dating app. You might not have
yeah.
the call feature. You might have to upgrade. Like I don't know. So it just feels a bit like I don't know, not too forward, but it's just a bit much. I don't know. It's the levels. There's levels. There's levels to this communication.
I'd
Mm.
prefer if like that specific person and I like exchanged info and then like we're texting for a little bit and he's like, "Hey, can I call you? I like that."
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Okay.
not to just jump into like, "Yo, what's up?" No, like literally like let's
No,
text
sorry.
a little so I can even feel if like we're vibing because I feel like I have to be like vibing with you to want to like pick up your call.
Yes.
First of all,
Agreed.
if we are meeting on a dating app and I have not yet met you in person, you don't have my number.
Okay.
You're not getting my number until we actually meet. You might not even know my name depending on the app.
Mm.
I've done
You have a
that.
street,
I
you
do
have a
that.
street
That's
name?
real.
What's your street name, Taj?
I do that.
You better start smiling if you want to
Street
know.
name?
Listen, if you come across my profile, then you'll know. But if not, it's gonna stay right
Dang.
here. But no,
She just
seriously,
pushed
I
Clash backwards.
no. But
I recently changed
Ugh.
my name on Hinge
I'm
for that
I'm
reason.
not giving out.
Whoa, what's your name, Levine?
On Hinge?
Bruh, is
You can't be giving out
But-
secrets.
No.
They're gonna
I was
find
saying-
you, sis. Don't tell anybody.
Imagine-
Don't say it.
That's what I'm saying. If you know, you know. Like, we out here, we working. I'm just kidding.
No.
Oh,
Working.
Oh man.
Working?
Back up. Next
so
question.
Like,
Misha,
we're bagging out her feelings. I'm just kidding.
yeah, I have a question for Mishak, and then y'all the girls you guys rate from from 0 to 10. How you feel about that, right? Okay, so Mishak,
Okay.
let's say you're going to you have a date, right? What's your game plan from like her pick you picking her up all the way to the night? What are you gonna do? What's your game plan?
Well, I have concepts
Lay it
of
out
the
for us.
plan.
Break it down.
So, okay, I have to clean my car.
Very
That's
important.
black.
It's a
we
must.
like that. We like clean
Very
cars.
important.
I have to have the black ice, right?
The
Okay.
black
Putting
what?
the black ice, the air freshener.
Oh, okay,
Black
okay.
ice.
Okay, okay.
Wait,
I have
hold
to
on, hold on, bro. So like to the ladies, right? How much does it matter to enter the kind it smells good?
It matters.
Yeah, yeah. Does
A
it
lot.
really?
It matters that it not smell bad.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say more so. It doesn't have to smell like amazing, but it can't smell bad.
Yes, absolutely. I just need to smell like a car, like a regular car. Well, I
Yeah,
hope
and the
regular
car has
means.
to be clean, like decently, like picked up, put together. You know.
And no
Yeah.
broken seatbelts, especially for your.
Bruh,
That
first
sounds
of
like
all,
Shout
that
out to
You
car
sound
should
like
passengers.
you
not
had a
be
bad
operational.
experience.
I know.
That
That's very specific.
You
that
doing?
car should not be operational, bruh.
That's not right. He's putting your life in danger.
I should have seen.
yeah, that's not
Gotcha.
okay. But anyway, Misha, carry on.
Yeah, I'm also so I'm making sure like my gas is filled, cause I mean,
Okay.
cause here's the thing, you don't want to be in the situation where you go into the gas station like, "Hey, can we the gas light's on?" And you're like, "Hey, hold on real quick." Feeling awkward, and then I mean, depending on the person, depends on the like, I usually do dinner, but making sure that I pick her. Okay, so I'm gonna tell her a time 15 minutes before the actual time that
Nice.
I want to pick her up because usually women be late. Usually, in my experience, so
I'm
give her some
offended.
Hey,
time.
hey, y'all are late for the start of this part.
You know what?
But I want to rebut because that's not
I
because
need
Alright,
I'm
that.
fine. That's because I.
You know what? It's been nice.
Yikes.
Like,
Dang.
I feel targeted.
Actually.
And yeah, okay. I'm making sure like I have some type of playlist, like
Okay.
to set the mood.
Curated.
But now we got Spotify Jam, so I don't know if I'm gonna send that to her as well, but we'll see. And then, yeah, reservation.
Thank
Because
you.
again, you don't wanna pull up to the place and you're like, oh, like we got nothing for you. And then there's this whole thing of like you searching for another place, you have to drive. It's like now you wasted like a whole hour. And then, yeah, I mean that's all I got so far. I mean.
What you
Alright.
wearing?
That's it. Oh yeah, that's
After
true.
dinner?
That's true. That outfit. Yeah, because I can't wear sweats. I've been crucified for that.
Please. We will crucify
The gray
you.
sweat.
Or
Yeah.
slides. Or
the gray,
slides.
the gray
Or
sweatpants.
slides.
Nah.
Bruh.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do business casual. You know.
Oh, business?
Yeah.
I'm taking this serious.
Suit and tie.
Yeah.
My
That's
glorious
what I-
day.
Not, I mean, not the, but like a little, some collar. You know, cologne gotta
Yes.
be there. You
Yeah.
gotta smell all the senses. So sight,
Yes.
smell. You know.
Okay.
That's like,
Tantalizing?
And
alright.
yeah, I think that's what I got so far. I don't know any
Wait.
question. Oh, you have to rate it first.
Hold on, but why would you do business casual though?
Okay, because it's like because what is casual, like jeans and a.
I feel the
No.
business casual. That's actually.
Yeah, because I feel like no matter
It's a date.
where you
Go to
go,
dinner.
then it's not like if you go business casual, like you're not gonna really take an L. Because if it's like a nice place and then you have jeans on, it's like I don't know.
But I guess
You know, or
you
like
would've
some
known
tennis shoes, I
where
don't know.
beforehand.
Oof.
You said what?
You would have known.
Oh yeah, you know where you're going. Yeah, but just like
Yeah.
just for all cases, I feel like you can't really. Go
Oh
wrong
yeah, you
with
can't go wrong
yeah.
with that.
So like I'm going to work, you feel me? Like go to the
You went to work.
so
So I have
Going to work.
So before these reservations are made, do you ask your prospective date, what she likes to eat, or do you try to like figure out what her vibe is, or do you just pick?
I mean that's the
Willy-nilly.
information I kind of get beforehand. I don't think I'll ask her like straight up like this is cool. Like usually like I feel you already know like what the person likes. Or they tell
I
us
hope
like,
so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would hope.
So
Okay, so I have a question though. Then how much of a surprise? So I'm trying to balance, right? Knowing what she wants and then also a surprise element. What do you guys rather?
Okay.
Hey, go ahead.
For-
Vivian.
Good question.
For me, I don't think like what she's gonna eat should be a surprise thing. I think the activity can probably be a surprise.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, you
or
said
something
there's an activity
after.
for it?
I don't know.
Wait, sorry, what did you say?
Is there an activity, Misha?
Oh yeah, I assumed.
Like after dinner? Yeah.
Hey, no pressure.
Like a vibe? Or ice cream? I don't know. Some kind of something. Or before.
So I
mean,
think for me personally, I can get very indecisive when it comes to restaurants. when it comes to like my actual meal that I'm gonna eat, I might sit there and stare at the menu for a good while. So if I can look up the restaurant beforehand, if you could like tell me and I can look it up beforehand and select what I'm gonna eat,
Yeah.
that will
Yes.
put me in better space to.
That's very important, actually. Yeah, that's true.
Because now the wait staff, they've been by 3 times and I still don't know what I want. It's not a good.
I don't even know if I want water.
So like,
Sometimes you don't
So-
want
Yeah.
Would you guys be okay if the guy ordered for you?
Ooh,
No.
no.
Why?
Date?
Why?
No.
Wait, this is the first date?
No.
Just give
It's
it.
just
What
absolutely
else are you gonna try to
Based
control?
on what?
Control.
Oh,
If you can't
fuck.
decide,
part.
if you can't decide, then like
That part.
shoot,
Okay.
you gotta
No,
eat.
I don't know. It's just
that
doesn't work.
part. Nah, that's crazy business. I'm sorry.
I've had
Unless
guys
I was like,
suggest-
"Oh, pick for me."
I've had people suggest,
Yeah,
like,
that's
I've
fine.
been
Suggesting
I tried
is cute.
This, I tried that. It's good.
Yeah.
Or,
Thank
oh,
you.
this is
That- I like that.
If you wanted to.
Okay.
Or I've had people also suggest, oh, I could like we could share this if you're like in between the two
Yes.
things. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Do that, but for you to straight up pick
Yeah.
for me.
For you to be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, and
the
I didn't
way-
ask
the way
you to
we'll
like
have
pick something.
this-
So I have a question though. Where do you guys draw the balance between he's being assertive and he's taking control?
Why are you making
With the
decisions
first
on what I'm
date?
putting in my body?
Yeah.
How is that assertive? How is that assertive?
You say what, sorry?
Hmm.
How is you deciding what I'm gonna put in my body assertive? It's not assertive.
'Cause, like-
that's control.
Like that's true though. You got me on that one.
Assertive. I think assertive is the guy being like, literally like, hey, I'm picking you up Thursday evening at 7 p.m. I made reservations. That's assertive to me.
Okay, but when it comes to like eating, that's a whole different thing. Okay.
I got it.
I feel like it's just like initiation. Like if I'm always having to like, okay, let's and let me, and you don't have any ideas, any suggestions, any like forethought, I don't know, that's a lack of assertion. So like the initiation, even if I'm like, I'm not really vibing with that, that's assertive to me.
I see.
So yeah, part of the date planning, like the pre-planning, is where a lot of his assertiveness will show.
So
Yeah.
so what are the part in Mishak story that you guys really liked?
I actually wanted clarification on something, Mishak. I wanted to know, how did you ask this person out?
Yeah, so usually I always say it's better in person than like over text.
Okay.
Because it's like,
Cute.
Aw.
That's cute. Yeah, I think that's cute.
Yeah, all that.
because you can kind of like sense the vibe,
Yeah.
off that. Yeah, so because I feel like over text or even over the phone, it's just doesn't hit the same. So
Wait,
Yeah.
sorry, you asked the
True.
person out over, like in person?
yeah, in person.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
So you're not
what
meeting
if
people on
So now what?
apps. You're not meeting people on apps.
No, you know how I do. Not asking.
He's a real life
Listen at
person
home. Tell them how
Yeah.
in vivo.
And don't knock the apps.
I don't
y'all.
need virtual people. He said I don't need virtual people.
Don't knock the apps, y'all.
Dang.
straight up?
not
Okay,
bad
cool.
about-
Well,
That's blessed. That's blessed.
yeah. Now let's.
Wait,
Go ahead.
okay, so like I feel like that's cool and all, but I feel like for the anxious girlies, like having to like answer on the spot can like be overwhelming. So yeah, that's kind of tricky.
I do feel.
Yeah, so that would be like
But I don't think it will just come out of nowhere. I think you have to have kind of a build up before getting there, right? It's not super random. Like, hey, do you want to do this or not? Like, hey,
Okay.
yo, you feel
Yeah,
me?
The
because it's not
conversation
gonna
would be
be-
leading to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's the vibe.
how do you
the energy.
know? How do you know that you and that person have reached that specific point now where like you can comfortably ask her? And like how do you know or the vibe is there? I'm just asking, like, is there like a checklist, like, or like an inner checklist or something like, okay, yeah, like I
This-
definitely think it's that.
It's not really like an inner checklist. It's kind of like you just have to go for it at that point. Like if you've like gone through like the talking, like you've like exchanged numbers and then you've been hanging out here and there, like you've got a little bit of alone time like from time to time and just talk. And then it's like you're like, oh, like we're hanging out. Like if we're hanging out a lot, there has to be. Not saying there has to be something there, but there's
Yeah.
like there's like okay, like if I'm feeling you, I could like I have
Some comfortability.
yeah some comfortability to like I can ask you and you could be like yes or no in that sense. So it's like I put the ball in your court at that point. So
Yeah,
Okay.
do you guys think that the vibe is something that you can work or is either there or not?
That's a
Relationships
great
grow.
question.
wait, what was the question?
I think
So
relationships grow and people can deepen a connection.
I
Yes.
I think so too.
But I think there, for me at least, I feel like there has to be something about you that like initially like draws me in. If I don't have that, I'm like I don't even necessarily want to develop a vibe, so that's really
Oh,
hard.
you cancel the vibe.
Like no vibing here. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's tough.
you see, the thing is, like, every time I've like spoke to like someone who's like much older and has been in like a long term like partnership or like marriage or whatever, there's I always like there seems to be like this pattern like with the feedback where it's like, like you can like grow to love each other. It doesn't have to be like sparks like off top kind
Mm.
of thing. So then I like always like go back and forth with like, dang, like can I like just like learn after a little bit to like vibe with this person, or like does it have to be like, oh my god, I'm having butterflies, like does it have to be a like initial like attraction thing? So like I'm always like torn like between those two
Lavina's
like
ready for an arranged
thoughts.
marriage.
What's that again?
Oh my goodness.
Yikes. Okay, cool. Well, now, yeah, Micah, what will be your game plan, bro?
Like similar to the start of like Meshack's, like get the car cleaned, hygiene, make sure that you use deodorant,
What's
use
that?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
forgetting
use deodorant.
regularly that you have
That's
to
what I'm
remind
Huh?
saying.
Sorry?
Are you forgetting regularly that you have to remind yourself like it's a real I gotta
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh
I'm
my
just saying
goodness.
it. It's for the people who need that reminder. I'm not saying I'm one of those people. I'm just saying. But yeah, like hygiene, wear some cologne. I think before like I would take you out on like a date, like a thoroughly planned date. Not saying I wouldn't like do that before. Like we do like mini dates, like let's go get some ice cream, or let's just to like those talking dates, like just to get to know that
I
person.
actually really like that. Huh.
So when I do that thoroughly planned out date, I'll be like, oh, I kind of got intel that I needed, so I kind of know your likes and dislikes at that point a little bit. But yeah, then like I think I'm mostly like I like to have different experiences, um, and like I like to share that with other people. If she's shy, I think I'll like do like mini experiences, just with us, like go to like what's it called, like a Dave and Buster's or something like that, where it's just us.
Mm.
But if she's more like outgoing, we could go to um like a music festival, like in LA. LA has like so many like music festivals, a lot of events. So it's just that outgoing, then we could do that. But if I'm gonna have her out for the whole day, then it's like, we gotta do like at least like lunch and dinner. But if it doesn't extend to
Okay.
that, then it's like it could just be lunch, and then we could go our separate ways later, and then do like a part two if that's like necessary. Um, but yeah, I think like it's also getting us to like draw closer to a little bit, and like seeing what she's like, seeing what her comforts and discomforts are, like, and you're just talking throughout the day, so it's not like you're just not bashing like Meshach's idea, but like dinner's just like you just sit down and talk. At least like during the day, you're like actually like getting to know her and stuff like that, seeing like what she is in different environments. Like I like to think like I want to know somebody in like different environments, see like what they're about pretty much. So
Mm.
stuff like that. That's how my hair like works and stuff like that.
All right, so
Wow.
you're not to
Wow.
activity.
The
Yeah,
thing
more into
Yeah.
activity.
with both of those though is that for like Meshax is a first encounter.
All
Micah's
right.
that's more of like a second or third date.
He talks about the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
mentioned that
I cover my bases.
the stages, but like he mentioned that
Stages.
he's doing like an initial like let's see if we even vibe first, and then he's going into a planned one. So I don't know if it, it's not the same.
But I
Mm.
kind of I like the short and sweet though, because I don't remember if it was something that like I read or like I watched,
Yeah, I don't
but
like the
like I
long.
felt like really resonate with. But like the like missing you after, and you didn't spend like the whole entire day
Yes.
together until like
Yes.
midnight. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the more than like 4 hours kind of thing. It's just like, dang, like I need to
Especially,
process like how I'm feeling about this,
Yeah, like this.
I need a little space. Like,
especially
okay,
if
let
you're
me let me think how I'm feeling. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I
Yeah.
Wait,
think
are
I
you
think
saying
like
4 hours is long?
Wait, what?
Are you saying the 4 hours is long? Spending 4 hours
No,
is
no, I'm saying don't go past like the 4 hours like for the first initial thing. To me at least. I think 4 hours has been my sweet spot.
after after
four
5.
hours,
After that,
yeah,
it's
a
just
lot.
too much.
Yeah.
ooh,
No, I feel like
yeah,
four
it's
hours is my sweet spot. Yeah.
Okay, but
yeah.
then
Is
does it depend on who you are with or regardless?
See, okay,
Nah,
so
it's
my
like
answer.
as a sorry.
Sorry,
Go ahead, Josh.
no, I'm just basically saying that, like, for where I'm coming from, I'm mostly dating people on apps. So
Mm-hmm.
Same.
if these are like
Same.
first encounters and we're hanging out for 4 hours, I agreed to that once, and I had to bail
Oh, okay.
part ways
Yeah, it's a long
through.
commitment too. Yeah,
I agreed to too many things, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. So it's just where I'm.
exactly.
So like for me, 4 hours next
Yeah,
yeah.
you get a
All
It's
right.
couple,
like
and that's it.
4 hours is my max. Like, all right, cool.
Okay,
I
and
have
Yeah.
a
so
question. Oh, go.
Go ahead.
oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, I have a question. So say like you went on a date, right? And like the vibe was there, was cute or whatever, and it was like a weekend date. Do y'all believe in like the back to back date stuff, or do you believe in taking like a little break?
Why
wait,
not?
back to back date?
Yeah,
Wait,
why not? I'm
okay.
trying
Oh,
to
No,
figure out.
Micah.
no, no.
No,
Mike.
no, I'm trying to figure
Y'all
out
don't be liking
everybody's.
your dates.
No, I'm trying to figure out everybody's
No,
vibes because like
it's not
I don't know
that.
if it's like
No.
the introvert in me, but like after
Same.
like a
That's too much
cute
for
like
me.
after like a cute like date and like a moment was had, I'm like that was
You wanna
cool. Like now let me
I need to
process. Now let me
process. Yeah,
yes. So
reflect.
that
Like, do
yeah. But I
I?
just needed to know if like there's a general
Yeah,
consensus where people are
it's like
like
a whole
no like
weekend of
if it's a
dates.
vibe like let's keep it going or if it's like it's a vibe
That's too much.
but let me think on it. You know.
Yeah,
yeah.
I need to.
It's like with dates, like how Gavin was saying, like you have to like reflect on what's happened. And then it's like and I know on both parts, like from the God's perspective, if we're planning it and stuff like that, like doing a whole weekend, like planning
Yeah, it's a
stuff,
lot.
making sure you're on time, this is too much. And there's a lot to do depending on where you are. But doing like a weekend, like that's for like marriage and stuff like that. If you're like, that's okay. Todd's looked at me crazy, but let me answer. Like if you're planning like how we're talking about Valentine's and stuff like that, like you're doing like a weekend thing with your significant other or your partner and stuff like that,
No, I feel
then
that
that's
actually.
that's where that weekend comes in. But if
Okay.
you're just starting out and dating, nah,
Friday,
that's
Saturday,
that's
Sunday.
I don't yeah, that's like a lot of days, and 24
It's a lot.
is a lot of hours, and you're
Yeah,
No,
doing
we
that
need the
three
weekend to
times.
do stuff.
yeah.
Like we have responsibilities in life.
Exactly. Like if you have like you have enough time to plan like a weekend like date, yeah, way too much time on your hands, buddy.
Yeah,
Way too much time
sounds
on your
easy.
hands.
I'm just trying to
With
gauge
no
it
commitment. Yeah.
because it's like I think a lot of the times too it's like tricky to find the balance I think for some people because I think a lot of the times too like a woman may think like oh like if he didn't like want to see me like very soon after like is he really interested so sometimes like
Mm.
I think like social media like fuels this idea that like whenever there's like any bit of like a break that like it has
Lapse.
to mean
Yeah.
that there's a lack of like interest.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just trying to like figure out what
Yeah,
was the
But
sweet
see,
spot.
my thing is that I don't think I can come up with rules like that for dating in general because every person's gonna be different and every date's gonna be different.
Mm-hmm.
I might have a really intense connection with someone and I want to see you the next day.
Okay.
Okay, I might want to see you the next day. And also
Yeah.
with someone else, I might not want to see them the very next day, but that doesn't mean I'm not interested. So it
Yeah.
just depends. So
Yeah.
I can't give you like a hard and fast like absolutely not. But also,
Yeah.
I will
That's
say
true.
though
That's
that
true.
it is wild to plan a whole weekend of dates before you know the person. So I'm wondering if that's where
Yeah.
you guys were coming from. It's like, oh, we haven't met yet, but I planned something for Saturday and for Sunday, and no, we're not.
Yeah,
We're
I was
not
like,
doing that.
But I feel like
that's a lot.
even if you like have like met and there's like like an initial connection, I still feel like a whole like weekend thing can be reserved for like being in a relationship with
Hmm.
somebody. Yeah.
Okay, so
Well,
let me
at
ask
least for
this.
me,
says, let's go.
no, no, at least for me, like that would be like my preference. Like if I'm like if I'm like in a relationship with somebody, I could see myself like prioritizing like
Yeah, a
like committing
weekend, like
that
yeah.
like yeah, blocking that on, be like, okay, you got me.
I see where
Yeah.
This
you're
is for a
coming
weekend.
from, but I also want to see if you're gonna yell at the person in the drive-through window, or if you're gonna be mean to the waiter, or if you're gonna throw
Mm.
trash out your window, or I don't know, something. So
No,
I
no,
need
it's
to
true.
find out right now. If I'm feeling a
Right now,
Oh,
the
okay.
same weekend.
I mean,
Ash,
if we're
Ash has a
even having,
textbook.
if we're even
Timeline.
going that direction
Okay.
to even think of spending an entire weekend together, then sure, this is the time for me to find out all the,
Okay.
all the little things that I might be
Okay.
annoyed by.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
guys, we need to wrap up, right? So this will be my last question.
Aw.
Yeah,
I
time
know this
flies.
was fun.
Yeah, we'll have more episodes. But here's my last question, right? So let's say the date went well, Valentine went well, and so do you think that as soon as you leave, you guys separate, the dude should text you, or how? Yeah, how should you go about reaching out, the communication after the date?
Yeah,
So
what's the
how many people
timeline?
would
Like the
leave?
next day or
Yeah, there's
you
What's
no
the
waiting
perfect
days?
timeline? Yeah, go ahead,
there's no rule
Levine.
for me.
I do have a
Sometimes.
timeline because if we
Okay.
go, yeah, I kind of have a timeline. I've noticed a pattern. I have a timeline. So like,
Okay,
say for
break it down.
example, we go on a date like Friday at 7 p.m. Hear me out.
It's seven.
Before
Very
no,
specific.
say yeah. So we go on a date Friday at 7 p.m. By Sunday, you need to have like told me like it was a vibe and you want to see me again. Like anything
Okay.
past Sunday for me, I'm like he not interested. He don't want this. Somebody else wants this. That's just me
It's
personally.
funny because you were just talking about the laps.
You're like social media said.
No, it doesn't mean that I am gonna go out with you the next day, but I need to hear from you like in like less than 48 hours that there is a future plan. You don't gotta be this like no, like let me like be
Or
introverted.
like just like a hey, like let's just actually have a conversation type thing. Like
But yeah, I just need to know like if we went out Friday at 7 p.m. I just need to know like by Sunday if you were feeling me or not, and you would like to see me in the
Enemy
future.
or
I
not?
feel
are you
like
feeling me?
honestly, if you give it a week, I'm thinking like he was trying to see how many other girls like were
No,
down for
yeah,
the
that's
fun. So
true. A
like
week is a really
I
long
think
time.
like less
So
than
But
48 hours.
also, what's wrong with that? Dating is
A week?
people are dating around.
No, no, I know what you mean, but
Oh,
I maybe my problem is like I understand the concept of like, figuring out who you're most compatible with and all of that. I like have like attention issues, I guess, because like I literally cannot entertain like more than one person at a time. I just can't do it. Like
it's
I've
hard.
literally tried it. I've like tried to like do this whole thing of like, oh yeah, like you're dating around, like talk to multiple people. I can't keep up. One time I accidentally called one guy the name of another guy. So I
No.
personally cannot
Oh,
keep. So I'm just saying, like Levine can't do it. Like I've literally
yeah.
tried. Like next thing I'm calling
Yo.
him Mike and Mike Tim. Like no. So like I just know like I tend to like be focused on like one person at a time because I like actually
Same.
tolerate. So
Yeah.
like I'm like you
Are you
talking
guys
to 10 people
competitors?
like cool, but like I'm gonna probably put my attention elsewhere. Where like this guy's like nah, you were such a vibe. Like I
And you're
like
like, wait.
yeah, like I still want to like figure you out, and I'm like kind of holding off on
It's been
everybody.
like 5 days.
All right. So let me ask this to the dudes, right? So how soon do you guys text back when you guys go on a date?
Or do you wait for her?
I feel like typically it's like when I get home, then it's like a made it home safe, and then like
Okay.
enjoy the time or something like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay.
Nice,
Okay.
Something
so
like-
you-
nice. Yeah.
How about you, Mike and Mishak?
Um, I do like the same as Q. I do like, text them to see if they made it home. And like I'll
But
be
what if
like,
you
have a
drop
good
her
night.
off?
Sorry?
What if you drop her off? For sure, she made it home.
I
No,
don't
if
know.
if
If
you
I
make it
drop
I don't know
home,
what you
like
drop
if
her
Mike
off
made it
at.
home,
Oh, you tell her. I feel that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But like if I dropped her off, then I'm automatically know she got home safe. So that's a redundant text.
Hopefully.
But like I think it would be like probably like the next day afternoon or like like the day after that, the
We're
morning.
pushing past the Sunday mark, y'all.
Yeah, at
The
least a
morning
couple.
with a
Just some time.
Coming
Yeah,
close.
just
Okay, so then you keep it within 3 days, right?
yeah, within like
Okay.
less than 3 days, like a day and a half, you know,
After.
because like I could at the same time I could be busy and like I couldn't like the next day I could be going to work and like I'm not really on my phone, so
I feel that.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know
man. What
what
about me?
though, Micah? Cause that's
What was
with
that?
me. If you're saying I might go to work and not be on my phone. So when we're actually together, when you go to work, you're not gonna text me throughout the day.
Mm.
Bro, he's working.
I don't
He's
care.
Working.
busy.
I don't care.
Maybe
Text
not.
me.
Yes, Taj.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I get it. I
That,
Send me
get
a
it.
text.
no, the
It's
thing
your
is,
job,
the thing
Quinn. I
is,
don't care.
Like, go to bathroom breaks
she's
are a
saying,
thing.
Quit.
she's saying,
Bathroom breaks are a thing.
hey, yeah. So I do have a lunch break, so I can't. You're right. I
Yes.
can't text during that time. But if it's like morning and or afternoon, I must probably text you when I get home at that point because that time I have time.
Okay.
But I
And you
feel
work with
you
your hands, so I guess that makes sense too.
absolutely. So I'm really hands on at my work.
I feel that. All right, Misha, what you got for us?
Am I too forward to say that at the end of the first date, I say like, can we do this again?
I like
Oh,
that.
Because like
Love it.
Let's ride
that is
it.
so. I love
I
that.
need to know.
I
like,
love that. Like, can we do this again?
like,
If he's
Hey,
Dang,
saying
I'd
hey,
be like, give her a little
I'm like,
time to
hell
like
to
process.
process.
I
nah,
already know.
yeah. It depends.
hey,
Hey, I don't
You
know.
had to
Yeah,
process
but
hey, you
let's
it.
don't
Okay,
have wasting no
wait.
I
time.
feel like
It's straight to business.
if I was feeling like, ooh, I want to
Yeah.
do this again, I would be like, ooh, like I really enjoyed that. Thank you for that, and that would let them know, like, oh, okay, she really feeling me, and like we can proceed with planning the next date.
Yeah, because I feel
Nah,
like if
you're
he's
saying
says that, I'm like, I bet, But it depends on the guy. Some
Tomorrow.
guys, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm like, if this vibe feels like something that I want to like keep going. You know what I mean? So it really depends on the guy because like
Yeah,
not every guy can be like, oh, like can we do this again? And like off top
that's
I'm
Hey,
true.
open to
I'm
it.
not
not
every guy.
Okay,
Fuck that.
that
No,
I'm
No.
not
but
wasting no time.
wait. So have y'all changed your mind like the day of? You're like iffy about it, but then like when you processed, you were like, oh, that was actually good, and then you hung out with them again.
No, that's never happened for me. 20 minutes into the
Yeah,
date,
I
I
mean,
know if I want to see you again.
oh,
I'll
Yeah.
It
be
was
honest.
instantaneous.
I
so
can
it's like,
say.
I'll be
it's like
honest.
what?
Instantaneous.
That's the
So what are you
date. I already
processing? You
know.
know,
So I'm already
like you know what I'm
calculating in my
saying?
mind. If this person's like, we should do this again, I have said that. But I've like at the end of the date, somebody's been like, hey, really had a great time. I think we should hang out again. I have said, I had a great time today. I just don't think that we're compatible. I don't see this going further, and that's just where
yeah.
that's.
I like the honesty.
I love that you can like be assertive and say that. You know what I mean? Because that is something that I think like I am more so the person. Like I'll thank them even if I like didn't fully enjoy the date or whatever. I will still like, thank the person. Hey, thank you so much for taking me out. It meant a lot, whatever. And then like I'll go in and I'll like process, and then I'll like if the guy like reaches out like via text asking to do it again, I'm like, hey, like that's when I will like mention like there
Mm,
not being compatibility. So like I kind of like need to be like away from the person
Mm,
and
no.
like process it, and then I communicate it.
yeah.
I have
Yo,
a question.
Yeah.
So, has there been like an instance where you've actually like ghosted a guy
Yeah,
like after a date, and what was the reason?
mm.
I'll, I'll go. Yeah, I've done it a couple times. Like all right, and that sounds so. I'm like actually really nice, you guys, if you're watching this. No, no, no. Okay. So like sometimes you can have an amazing time like with somebody, and they can like like kind of like check the list off on a lot of things that you're looking for, and then like for me, like if I realize that physicality is like extremely important to you, I feel like it would be a disservice for me to continue like pursuing something with you, knowing that like I have like I don't know, just like I'm not as open to like
No,
sex
I feel
being
that.
like
Yeah.
the main thing happening here. So like I feel like if like the guy's talking to me and like just certain like verbiage like with like communication and like already like know like like maybe what he wants from a partner, and these things are very valid, but like I just feel like it wouldn't be fair for me to continue like pursuing something with someone knowing that like or like
Mm-hmm.
core like beliefs like just literally align. So yeah, if a guy is like too forward in terms of like oh like yeah Like if I'm with, because some guys will literally like spell out their timeline. Like, hey, like if I'm with a shorty like for like 2 weeks, I'm expecting us to have sex, and like some men will like be
Sheesh.
spelling it out, and like that's fine and all, but like you can spell it out all you want, and if I'm not down with it, I'm not like down with it, and like I will ghost your ass. And sometimes too,
Dang.
sometimes too, the woman will let you know beforehand where they stand. I'm kind of like that. Like from the jump, I'm like, I'm not trying to waste nobody's time. Like if we're talking about like when I'm looking for a partner, I'll let you know from the jump. Like I'm not down to be a hookup. You know what I mean? And some guys
Mm.
will literally fake the fun with you sometimes, trying to see when they can break you.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
And like if I
Yeah.
realize that like he's kind of like tested me, and then I'm like
Yeah.
at this point I already told you what I want. So my boundary is that I will block you. Sometimes I do that, or like
Mm.
I'll be literally
Respectfully
I don't need to
talking.
I don't need to respond. You know?
Mm.
Mm,
Okay.
feel that. Cool. All right. Well, guys, thanks for sharing your ideas. And for those watching, please let us know in the comment section. What are the topics you guys want us to discuss about? I will be dropping the video once a month. But yeah, go ahead. We just share our opinions. Feel free to tell us what you guys want. So with that being said, subscribe, likes, and we'll see you guys next month. Yeah, thanks everybody for the convo.